Well, hey there everyone. So this week we're going to do a little bit of sewing again, and this is something that I have been wanting to do for a while. I say that all the time, but that's because I have been wanting to do a lot of things for a while. So today, I feel like a sort of still autumny, almost winter theme, I wanted to make a pinafore. Now I've made one before, but this is going to be I think a more classic pinafore style. When you think of a pinafore, this is what you'll think of. So basically just like a skirt, and then like it looks like an overall top, so it almost looks like an apron, but you can wear like a long sleeve under it, and it's like kind of wintry if you put the right accessories underneath. So that's what we're going to be making today. So for the materials, I again found all of this at Goodwill. I got lucky one day and just found tons of like incredible material, and so I grabbed a lot of them. So this is going to be like a woolly plaid kind of material, great for the winter vibes. And then since I don't have like a crazy amount of this material to go around, I'm also going to be using a brown bedsheet to add some like accent color, and then also add a little bit to the elements of this pinafore. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Let's go into the skirt construction. So for the skirt construction, I cut out 4 of these panels. I basically just kind of made a rounded edge, which I did make a little too steep here and I fixed later. So I cut out 4 of these out of the plaid material. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of the panels and lay them right sides together and sew them down just one side. Now normally what I would do is I would keep building on each of these panels until I make a complete circle, but I am going to do something different, so I'm only going to sew 2 panels together and then 2 panels together. I did also use a zigzag stitch on the edge of this material because it tends to fray a lot. Now I'm actually going to add pockets. So basically the way you make pockets is you kind of make just this general shape, and I cut out 4 of these. Now with your 2 panels sewn together, you're going to lay 1 pocket right sides together on each side, and I put mine about 3 inches down from the top. Then once you sew it, you're going to iron it out. Now to connect the skirt, what you're going to do is you're going to place them right sides together and sew all the way around the edge till you get to the pocket, then go all the way around the pocket, then sew the remaining to the top. I did also use a zigzag stitch to finish off the pocket too. Then what I did is I gathered the top just a little bit with my gathering / pleating foot. Then I cut out a waistband for about the size of my waist, and then I pinned it roughly around the top of the skirt, and then I'm just going to finish it off by hand gathering it into this bias tape. Lastly, I'm just going to add a tiny zipper onto the back of the skirt. Now that the main part of the skirt's done, let's go ahead and get into the ruffles that I'm going to add with the brown bed sheet. So for the ruffles on the bottom with this brown bed sheet, I just cut out a bunch of big strips about 8 inches in height. I then ended up sewing 2 of them together down the side to make a big circle. Then before I even started ruffling, I wanted to get the hem out of the way. Then I used my pleating / gathering foot and I gathered the crap out of the top of this. And then lastly, you sew it right sides together onto the skirt, and then once you flip it down, it is all done. After the waistband is put on, it's time to go into the construction of the bib portion and the straps. So for the bib portion of this, I almost made a rectangle, so I kind of brought it out on the sides just a little bit to give a little bit more coverage for the chest. Then you take those two pieces and sew them right sides together all the way around except for the bottom. Now this step I should have done before I made the top, but I will explain that in a second. So to make the straps, I just cut out 4 of these straps and then I lay 2 of them right sides together and sew all the way around except for one side so that I can turn it right sides out. And then this is the part where I messed up a little bit. I should have made these straps before I sewed the top together, because what I ended up doing is I seam ripped the top of this bib and then I slid the end of the strap into the top and then I sewed it over again. And then you take the bib and sew it onto just the inside of the top of the skirt. And then the last thing they need to do is sew the straps onto the skirt, and then this bad boy's done. Alright, this bad boy is done, so I guess I'll see you all in the final look. Alright, so I think this turned out pretty cute, although my sisters called me House on the Prairie and Amish. But besides that, I thought this turned out really cute. I really loved the ruffle on the bottom. The skirt fits well. Pockets, this is the first actual effort I've put into putting pockets into something, so they're there. I think the only thing I'd do differently is maybe the top to make it look a little less aprony. That might make it look a little less House on the Prairie sisters. So I think minus that, the material's really nice. It's definitely going to be a nice wintry kind of thing because it's pretty heavy duty. I really just love the contrast of the browns. The zipper on the back works well. So I think overall this turned out really good. Yeah, I think the main thing I was worried about was the bottom, because it just wasn't long enough. And then that's when I came up with the idea to add the ruffle and just integrate some brown in. So that just turned out really good. I think I would wear this out. I think maybe if I redid the top, although I don't have any more material, so this is how it's gonna be. So yeah, let me know if you like this. I enjoy doing small little showing things. I might get back into doing some cosplays soon. Maybe not so much this month, but maybe in January after the new year. It's been busy. Christmas presents are a-going, and I am a-stressing. So again, next week is Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be traveling for Thanksgiving, so I will not be able to do a video next week. But the week after, I will be doing regular content again. House on the prairie. Just rude. I mean, it's true. It is true. Half the things I wear could theoretically be seen in House on the Prairie. But you know what? I think that's the life I've chosen for myself. And I think they should accept it, as well as everybody else. So, any hoodie-doo. If you like what I did, go ahead and like and subscribe. I post most Saturdays, mostly at noon, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching!